one of the interesting things about faith and I preach about this a lot, is faith is about the heart, first and foremost. It's not about the head. And all too often, I think, as it's probably true in other faiths and denominations, certainly true of Catholics, that we have a tendency sometimes to try to over-intellectualize faith, as if it's about the head, and we sometimes I think we allow our faith to stay up here, and I think that will limits us then, and because we have to have a balance of what we understand and what we feel. And the heart is about what we feel. And I think sometimes that's where sacred scripture can become really powerful, in these stories of faith that speak to people so strongly. The parable of the prodigal son, the parable of the Good Samaritan, for example, are stories that are timeless, and they're timeless because they speak to us. They pull us out of our head and they speak to our hearts about our own experience. And so that's why I think sacred scripture sometimes is something where you can say to people, just, pick this up and read this verse. And just in reading the verse, they move away from what their head is telling them and into what their heart is telling them. And I would hope, again, we talk about role as a priest, that part of my role I take very seriously is say to folks, let's get out of your head. Get out of your head for a while here. Because to fully appreciate who you are before God and fully to live a life of discipleship, you have to live in your heart too.